Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Fran.
And this is Mike and Fran Unrehearsed, the variety show on Be Connected, which is going to be on weekly Wednesdays at noon. We are huge tennis fans. Any tennis fans out there? Hello, there's two right here. Now, Mom got involved with tennis. Tell them the story on why you started watching tennis.
In 1984, when my husband passed away in the fall of cancer, and I was a teacher, and when I got out of school in June, I had no husband at home, my kids are all gone, and I was going through the thing of what do I do? So I turned on TV, and Wimbledon was on, and I started watching tennis from morning to night. And that was the years back when you had Borg and McEnroe and Connors and
John McEnroe,
all of
Jimmy
that.
Connors,
all
those guys.
And I started watching tennis.
Right.
So I have watched it diligently since, all four majors. And Michael plays tennis. I used to play tennis when I was in college. And we just enjoyed recently, the last one was the Laver Cup. Where they divide up the top tennis players in the world between the Europe and the world. And McEnroe is head of the captain of the world.
That's right.
And Borg is head of the Swedish, of the European.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was so fascinating because they also used this as a going away for Federer. Roger Federer, who's retiring at 41 with bad knees and things, who's the most magnificent player. He's royalty of tennis to me.
He really is.
And then Rafael Nadal was there, Djokovic, a lot of the people, Tsitsipas, that you just liked. And it was so interesting.
It was.
Nadal was only there to play one doubles with Federer. No. But then he went back home because his wife is expecting the first child. And he's having trouble too with a foot. And
he's always had that trouble. But that was actually the last game that Roger Federer will ever play professionally was that doubles match.
That's what they said.
And it was all about him, and he teared up and this and that. Very emotional. It's a big deal. That's a really big deal. And what he said that was interesting, I thought, is that he didn't really get into tennis to win and be the very best player. He played to the best of his knowledge, and just by doing that, he was successful, and he was just very humble by all the success that he had.
He was classy.
Wasn't
he came in wearing the jackets with an emblem.
Oh, yeah.
He just had a lot of class.
Yeah.
And Nadal was so tearful there with him, who played that last game with him. And Nadal did not stay for the rest of the weekend. He went back home for his wife was expecting.
Okay.
And Federer already has 4 children. He has 2 sets of twins. Sets of girls and a set of boys.
That's right.
And a marvelous wife who's followed him closely all these years.
So let's talk about what was so amazing about this particular Laver Cup. Who won?
The world won.
Okay. Now,
which was John
that never happened.
Yeah.
Now, the Laver Cup has been around 5 years, and it was made because of Rod Laver, right? Who used to play tennis back in what? The 30s, 40s? What? I don't know. Before you were watching tennis.
Oh, way back.
So he's like 80 years old, the guy. He was there. And every time they play, the European team wins, and the world, which is everybody else besides Europe,
they won this time.
Did not win. And guess who won this time? The world. And this is probably John McEnroe's 5th time hosting it for the world. He says he can do it one more.
Well, it had a lot to do with Francis Tiafoe.
Yeah, it did.
Who really played real well.
He did.
And beat Tsitsipas.
He beat Tsitsipas.
Yeah.
But Novak Djokovic played in this event. Now, he hasn't played in a lot of events because of the COVID thing. He refused to get a shot. They wouldn't let him in the country and all this stuff. And he was number 1, right? I don't know if he was number 1 now. And he beat the pants off of your American guy, Francis Tiafoe. But when he played the Canadian guy, Felix Auger-Aliassime,
from Canada,
guess who won? Felix.
Yeah.
Felix has never beat Djokovic. He kicked his butt. So that was huge. And then the other topper was when your guy Francis Tiafoe played Tsitsipas, and that was a hell of a match too.
And by Francis Tiafoe beating Stefanos,
Yeah.
Tsitsipas rather, the world won.
That's right.
First
That's
time.
Right. That's right. Now, if they would have lost, they would have had to play another game. So anyway, it was a fantastic game, and I want you guys to tune in to all of the tennis matches that are coming up because we're going to do a play-by-play on them, and we love to do that. We just love to watch tennis.
Well, Michael plays tennis.
Well, that's right.
Here.
So in our condo here, we have a tennis club, and I try to play on Saturdays at 9 a.m. is when they play, or Sundays at 3 in the afternoon. And I just want to ask you guys out there, when would you prefer to play tennis? Saturdays at 9 a.m. or Sundays at 3? Sundays at 3, of course. So what happens when Sunday comes around every other week? It rains. I'm out of town. I haven't been able to play tennis at 3 once all year. And guess what, Mom? We got about a month left of this stuff because it's already 60 degrees out there. They were playing on Sunday. It was 62 degrees and raining out. I can't play tennis when it's raining out. Anyway, I drive a little bit for Uber, and when I'm downtown and I'm in a parking garage where I'm charging, guess what I do? I bring my tennis racket and a ball, and I play against the wall, outside, against a bank.
Probably
nice
drive
brick
somebody
building.
crazy with the bong, bong, bong.
I don't care. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So I bring my tennis racket and I play whenever I can. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's funny when I open the trunk and people put their suitcase in there and they see a tennis racket. Some of them go, oh, and they put it on the side and they put their bag and they put my tennis racket on top of their bag. I'm like, I would just put it in there. It's like, oh, I don't want to hurt your tennis racket.
Yeah.
It's funny. Anyway,
Yeah.
It's really funny.